Hello everyone, I'm here with you to share the places to visit in Badrinath Town. So I will start from the beginning in sequence. First, when you enter the Badrinath Town, just before the toll gate, you have the Ekadashi Gufa. That's when the Ekadashi, that's where it started. When a young girl who manifested from Lord Mahavishnu killed the demon Mura in that cave, and that's the first place that comes once you enter into Badrinath. There's one person who stays there, so if you have time, please do visit, and if you ask him the story, he will explain it to you in detail. It's a nice place. It's a lot of positive vibes in that small cave. So that's the first thing that comes. Then once we go down after the toll gate on the left hand side, where we used to have the old bus stand, now they have started construction of the new bus stand. So I'm talking about the old bus stand. Once we enter into Badrinath Town, the town itself, on the left hand side there is a road which goes down. There you have Jia Ashram. So there you have one Garuda temple. It's a very small temple. That's where Garuda is located for this kshetra. So that's the Garuda Dham that we need to see. So when you come from Garuda temple towards Badrinath temple, on the left hand side, of course, you will see Alaknanda. That is one. There will be a bridge on Alaknanda when you come from Garuda Dham, near the BSNL office on the left hand side. So there is a place called Leela Dongi. You can ask anyone, they will tell you. So Leela Dongi is the place. I will share all the videos and photographs at the end of this post. The Leela Dongi is the place where, as per the locals, Lord Badrinath first came to Badrinath Town. Mahavishnu came to Badrinath only in that place in the form of a small child. The story there goes like this, that Lord Shiva was meditating and Parvati was there to make sure that nobody disturbs him. And Mahavishnu wanted to meditate in the same place, and so he came in the form of a child and he started crying, and Parvati was trying to pacify. She was not successful in it, and then she realized it was none other than Lord Vishnu, and then she asked what he wanted, and he said, I want this place to meditate. So that's what the local story is about. I don't know how far it is true or what reference we have in our scriptures, but this is the local story. So there is a small rock there, and that's the place where Mahavishnu came as Badrinath in the form of a small infant. So that's Leela Dongi. So from Leela Dongi, on the left hand side, when you go from here, Leela Dongi is on the right. On the left hand side, if you go, we have three things there. One is we have Purvashi temple. It's a very ancient temple as well. It was recently renovated, not about 8 years ago. It was renovated by Uttaraji Math Pontiff, Sri Vidyatma Tirtharu. So it's a nice temple. There used to be, I still think there is a pond, there is a small pond in front of the temple, but don't find water there. So that's a very nice place to go, must visit temple. How to identify, you can ask anybody how to identify. The easiest place, we will find a waterfalls coming on the left hand side. So just below that is, in that area is the Purvashi temple. Now, next to the waterfall there is a mountain. You find 3 or 4 ashrams in red color painted there. So on top of that mountain, it's a trek of about 1 hour max. You go there, there is a place called Charana Paduka. Charana Paduka has the imprint of Lord Vishnu there. Lot of positive vibes, and anybody who wishes to achieve something So if they go and pray there and pray the Lord to bless them in fulfilling your wishes, it gets fulfilled. Normally they say in Badrinath, whatever happens to you, you should not share it with somebody, but still I would like to tell you that there are at least 2-3 incidences that happened to me personally after going to this Charnapadaka temple, and I have heard this from many others as well. It's a very nice place, and you can literally feel the vibration when you put your head down and you go and put the head down on the rock where you have the Lord's footprints. So you get a kind of vibration. So it's a very nice place. So that comes first. And between the waterfalls and the Charanapadaka, one river flows down. That's called Rishi Ganga. So Rishi Ganga is one place that comes down from that chair, and it joins Alaknanda. And then you have the Alaknanda. Then when you go near the temple, on the right hand side you have Taptakund, which is a hot water spring. So even though it's nice to be in that Taptakund when the weather is so chill outside, but I would suggest not to spend a lot of time because it's full of sulfur, not to spend a lot of time in Taptakund. So have a bath in Taptakund and immediately try to have a bath. You cannot have a bath in Alaknanda because of this force, but there are taps on the side. So have some regular or chill water or whatever it is to make sure the sulfur is washed away from the body. Now you have Panchashila, the 5 Shilas in Badrinath. It's basically some of them are in the middle of the Alaknanda river. The Narasimha Shila and all these are big boulders which are in the middle of Alaknanda. So normally in the beginning of the season when the water flow is more, it's difficult to sight them. But if you go, if you happen to be there somewhere in October or November, or late September, in October and early November until the temple. So that season, you can probably see all of them in the middle of Alaknanda. But now with so many construction activity happening, the water have been blocked and diverted and so many things are happening there. So for last year, so I'm sure more work will be done this year as well. So there is a possibility you can see those Panchashilas. So when you cross the bridge towards the temple on the right hand side, in the bottom you can find those rocks a little bit away. So that's where the Panchashila is. Then of course you have Brahmakapal on the right hand side. I'm watching the temple front, right? So on the right hand side, and we have Brahmakapal. So that's where ancestors we pray for the ancestors there by doing Pinda Pradhan. So that is one of the places one must see, even if they are not eligible or even if they are not performing the rituals for ancestors, but still it's a place of worship, so we need to go there and pray that stone as well. And then when you enter the temple, you have the Badrinath Town, and on the right hand side, in the bottom, when I'm exactly in front of the temple, on the right hand side there is a small lane. You have some steps which takes you to the Ravalji, the head priest's complex, residential complex. Opposite to that, we have a temple for Kedarnath Mahadev. So that's a temple which you have to see. And then after that comes the Mana village. Mana village is the last village for civilians, of course, last village in this Indo-Tibetan border. The actual border is way ahead, but civilians are allowed only up to this. So Mana village is there. So here we have 2 caves. One is Ganesh cave and one is Vasisht. One is Ganesh cave, one is the Vyasa cave, Vyasa Guha. So that's where Vyasa was dictating Mahabharata and all those granthas, and Ganesh he was writing, recording them. So that's why you have 2 caves there. Lot of vibration there, lot of positive energy. can sit there, meditate for a few minutes, especially the Vedavyas Gufa. It's very peaceful. There is a Pandit there. He can explain all the stories of it. The rock is in the shape of, it's as if the papers are kept, the written granthas. So it's like layer, like a book, the top of the cave. And I show the picture, you can see. So those two. And then next to the Vyasa Gufa, behind the Vyasa Gufa, you have Muchikunda Gufa. Many people don't see, they see Vyasa Gufa and come back, but just 1 kilometer from there on top, you have Muchikunda Gufa. Don't get confused with the Muchikunda Gufa, what you have in UP. That's different, this is different. This is the place where Lord Vishnu blessed Muchikunda, who was meditating there. So the Lord's imprint is found there. So there's a lot of attraction to this place, a lot of vibration there. So Muchikunda Gufa is one place. Please don't miss it. But it's not a difficult trek. It's just 1 kilometer from Vyasa. Muchikunda Gufa is one place. When you come back, and then you have on the other side of Vyasa Gufa is the Saraswati Nadi. Now, this is one place where you can see Saraswati Nadi, the river, the holy river. Then it becomes good, means gets into Alaknanda, and then it's not visible anywhere, so it becomes invisible. Now, there are certain things which you should notice. Now, the sound of Saraswati, the speed, it's very ferocious, it's very noisy, and you see. And as per local legends and story, it's believed that this sound was causing a lot of disturbance to the duo of Lord Vedavyasa and Ganeshji, because he was dictating and Ganeshji was writing, and this sound was disturbing them. And so he gave a curse, and because of that curse, the river, once it falls down from that rocky cave, it's pretty silent. So you can notice that you can stand there, you can see it's very ferocious, a lot of sound coming, and then suddenly it's so silent. And joins Alaknanda, and that Sangama is called Keshopraya. That's another place which you need to see. Now, where you see the Saraswati River, there is another story also in this. See, that is the route the Pancha Pandavas took, and one by one their mortal remains, they left everything and then they went to celestial abode. So there is a Shastra that women should not cross the woman. Saraswati being a woman, and Draupadi cannot cross. So what they did was Bhim, he put a boulder across Saraswati. It's still there because we crossed with a boulder even now. So that's one interesting story there, and you can see the handprint of Bhim. It's massive on the rocks. It's in the shape of fingers, and the localites believe this is the palm of Bhim. So when you cross that Saraswati, when you go down the Saraswati River, there is a small lane which goes top, and that place is called Vasudhara. It takes you to a place called Vasudhara. Vasudhara is a religiously significant and important place to visit, because that's where Lord Hayagriva gave the Vedas to the world, and that's where Vedavyasa did meditation. That's the place where he divided the Vedas into 4. That's also the place where the Ashwini Devatas did meditation. It's lots of positive energy, there are lot of vibrations. It's not like a regular waterfall. It comes from somewhere around 200, 250 feet, but the sound is different. And they say that scholarly people who are blessed can hear the sound of Vedas in that water. It's definitely not sound of a regular waterfall. I've been there twice. It's not the sound of a regular waterfall. So this is one. The second thing they say about Vasudhara is that if you are blessed to have even one drop of the water fall on you, you can take it as an approval or a blessing from the Lord that you can pursue your life in Sanmarga, or in the path of the good, by doing religious studies and all this. So those two things are there in Vasudhara. I've been there a couple of occasions. I'll post the videos also a couple of times. The beauty is that the water falls when it falls, so you cannot go down. So you have to be on the side to see it. What happens is when the water falls down, it doesn't splash and hit you on the face. It falls down and then it goes on the opposite side, because the water falls down and the water splinters go on this side. And when the breeze comes, it brings that water back, and that's the only possibility you have to have the water drops on your body. That's a very nice thing to see, water falling down, and then it's going on the other side, and the wind blows, and then sometimes it blows across you and hit the water particles. So it's a nice place. So this is one place. So from the Badrinath temple, to go to Mana by car, leave the vehicle there, and then to go to Vasudhara and to come back, it will take roughly about 6 hours. Last time, it's not difficult. There is no shop, nothing once you cross Saraswati River. So carry one water, carry one umbrella, which can act as a walking stick as well as umbrella, because you don't know when it will rain. So that's not a difficult trek to do. And you can see Vasudhara Falls close by, but it is just going on and on and on to actually reach that place. But it's a very nice scenic location, so that's fun. And regarding Sharana Paduka, you can do it up and down in an hour and a half in the bottom. So these are the places we have. Let me get through one by one. So I've listed somewhere around 18 places. Let me tell you one by one. I will also put a slide and also share with you the photos and videos. You have the Garuda temple, you have Leela Dongi, you have the Alaknandari, you have the Urvasi temple, you have Rishi Ganga, you have Charana Paduka, then you have Panchashila, then you have Brahma Kapala, then you have the Badrinath temple, the Kedar Mahadev temple, then the Mana village, Ganesh Gufa, Vyasa Gufa, Muchkunda Gufa, Saraswati River, and then you have the Keshav Prayag, and then Vasudhara Falls, and the one near the entrance, which is the Ekadasi Gufa. So these are the 18 places to see in and around Badrinath. So please spend an additional day if required. I think you can cover it in a couple of days. So please make use of the opportunity you get when you are there and visit all these places. I'll try to post all the videos and photographs at the end of this. God bless you. These are the places to see in Badrinath. I repeat once again: Ekadasi Gufa, Garuda Temple, Leela Dongi, Alaknanda River, Urvasi Temple, Rishi Ganga, Charana Paduka, Taptakund, and the Panchashila, Brahmakapala, and then we have the Kedar Baba temple, the main Badrinarayan temple, Mana village, Ganesh Gufa, Vyasa Gufa, Muchikunda Gufa, Saraswati River along with the Beam Pool, Keshav Prayag, and Vasudhara Falls. So these are the places we need to see.
This is the interior of the Ekadasi Gufa. This is how it looks inside. They normally don't allow pictures, but we managed to take one. So this is the Ekadasi Gufa. This is Leela Dongi. This is the place where Lord Mahavishnu came as Badrinarayan in the form of an infant child here. And then that's the rock there. That's where all this happened. I've explained about this earlier. On the right hand side you can see the pontiff of Sri Uttarajimat, Sri Satyatma Tirtha Swamiji, offering his prayers in Leela Dongi. This is the Urvasi temple. The bottom left you can see the Urvasi temple entrance. On the right hand side you can see the goddess Urvasi's Pratima, which is there inside the temple. And on the top left you can see the board which says that this temple was renovated and reopened by Sri Uttarajimat Pontiff Sri Satyatma Tirtha Swamiji. This happened in 2016. So the picture what you see of the temple is the renovated temple. This is the area on the left hand side of the Garuda temple. See the one which I marked in circle. That's where you can see a small white line which is coming through. That's the water that's coming from the mountains. That's called Rishi Ganga. And the one which is there above the circle, that's exactly where you have the Charanapaduka. That's the small mountain you need to trek to reach Charanapaduka, which is on top of it. This is the hot spring, Taptakund. You can see people taking bath here. As advised before, don't spend too much time inside this because it's full of sulfur and it might affect your skin. This is Brahma Kapal. The story has been briefed earlier. This is the location where the rituals for the ancestors were done and offered on this rock, and then it's dissolved in Alaknanda River. This is the location of Panchashila. Actually you have to see through the water to see Panchashila. It is not the big boulders what you see on the top. It actually water is flowing above, but it is transparent enough to see through the naked eye. but this will be visible only somewhere in October, November, if you're lucky, sometime in end of September. But normally it's difficult in September because of rain. You will have a lot of water flow. So this was taken in November when it was very chill and water was already the flow of water was very low at that point of time. So that's why you could see at least these stones at that time. So this is the location just opposite to Taptakund area. This is the Badrinath temple. So normally one get to see the outer complex image. Now I put one which is just taken inside. So this is the most important Badrinath temple. This is the entrance of Mana village. This is the last village in the Indo-Tibet border. The actual border is far away, but for people residing, this is the last village. Beyond this, it's all handled by the military. So this is the last village, and you can refer the story and the importance of Mana in my earlier part of this video. This is Ganesh Gufa. This is where Ganesh Ji wrote Mahabharata and various other scripts which were dictated to him by Lord Vedavyasa.
Saraswati River. हाँ जरूर करें.
This is Keshav Prayag. This is where Saraswati River joins with Alaknanda. Alaknanda is coming from the right hand side, and we are facing from Saraswati River in all these four pictures.
This is midway through Vasudhara. And that side is you can see some steps there. That is the route, this one. This is the route to go to Swargarohini. Here you can see Mana village far away. See here, that's the Mana village. So here we are undertaking our trek to Vasudhara Falls. Acharya, namaskara.
Jai Badri Vishal.
Here now we have started seeing the Vasudhara Falls. See how we are going. Okay, it is low down. Okay, how lady is struggling a little bit. Okay, this is the route. Go to Sahara. You see here. See the route. Yeah, Sahara and going. Climb down and then pass through these stones and get that side. See the beautiful Vasudhara. Morning. Look at the fog around.